Conservative New Media viewers and JLin fans around the world, we've got some analysis and reaction to Portland Trailblazers' 119-117 overtime victory over JLin and the Houston Rockets. Houston now is 4-5 on the season. Look, this was a tough game for Houston to lose, but this is a learning experience for a young team. Houston was winning this game for most of the game. They were rolling at like halftime. They were up by 16 or something close to the half. And Portland just came back in the third and fourth quarters. Damian Lillard, the great point guard rookie for the Blazers, really turned it on in the fourth quarter. And Houston just didn't quite have enough, and they didn't quite have the right organization to get it done at the end of this game. However, Jeremy played very well in this game. He had 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists. He only had 3 turnovers. Excellent assist-to-turnover ratio, almost 4-1. That is phenomenal. His efficiency number for this game, which is all of the positive stats subtracted by all the negative stats, was 21. That is also a very, very good stat right there. What he's doing now is Jeremy's looking to pass more than he's looking to shoot. So what you're seeing is even when he's getting into the lane, he's looking to dish the ball off rather than try to finish. And I think that's smart because he still doesn't have the explosiveness back yet in his leg, particularly where he had the knee surgery that he's recovering from. His shot's still not quite there, so he's looking to shoot a little bit less, both just on spot-ups and off of the drive. And that works, and that's fine because he's forcing fewer shots, and he's finding more guys, and that's how he ended up with the 11 assists tonight. His court vision's excellent. He's making very good passes, and guys hit shots tonight when he passed the ball to them. That's why he had so many assists in this game, so hopefully that can continue. Lin did a very good job against Lillard for 3/4 of this game, and a lot of the time when Lillard was doing well, it was actually coming against either switches on pick and rolls, like Lillard was going against Chandler Parsons or other defenders that were not the point guard for Houston, or against Tony Douglas. Beard played well in this game. James Harden had a good game. We saw some flashes of Beard's sanity. He had 29 points, but he still is doing a little bit too much of isolations at times and forcing some things and getting turnovers or getting blocked on drives, this type of thing. I know people are going to complain about that, and I understand that, but this is a young team that's a new team. You have 3 new players on this team at least, and they're just trying to work it out. I would like to see the team have a little bit more confidence in Lin in terms of getting him the ball, but that will also come. That's something that happens when guys are practicing together. They know more than we know because they're playing with one another in practice day in, day out. So if they sense that Jeremy's not at full confidence, well, you're going to see that in the game. Whereas, you saw Beard had that one play near the end of regulation where Jeremy was basically begging for the ball and Beard basically got a turnover. That will get sorted out. As I've said before, I don't think that JLin is at full power right now with his leg. In fact, I'm sure he's not. So he's still getting his confidence in his body. He's still getting his confidence in his game. But you saw some of it tonight. He had little flashes. He had that nice little scoop layup, kind of double clutch circus shot. He had some other good plays in this game. He's starting to go a little bit harder. He's starting to get a little bit more of a spark in his game. But it's still going to take time. As I've said before, I think it'll take like a month and a half to 3 months for him to get fully back up to speed. Once that starts happening, once he starts rolling a little bit more in a kind of Linsanity flow, his teammates will have more confidence in him. And again, he's just got to continue to work on his dribbling, particularly his left-handed dribbling, but also, as I've mentioned a number of times before, he's got to not pick up the ball. He's got to not pick up his dribble. I think sometimes that hurts Houston's offensive flow. Now, I'm not sure why Jeremy wasn't in overtime. My guess is that Kelvin Sampson thought that Houston had better flow on offense with Tony Douglas in. than Jeremy Lin. I kind of understand that. I know where he's coming from. I think that Tony Douglas is probably a better ball handler than Jeremy at this point in time. So I could see it, but I know Kelvin Sampson's going to get criticized for it because the team lost. And Tony Douglas had an okay game, but his shooting was 2 for 11, worse than Jeremy, who was 3 for 8. And so I'm sure that he's going to have to answer some questions about that. But honestly, I don't have a big problem with it. Again, and this is important for Jeremy's fans around the world. This is a long-term project. It's not that Jeremy has to come in and hit a home run, so to speak, in the first 2 months of the season. This is a long project. It's going to be for years. So if he comes in, his body's not quite right now. His teammates are getting used to him. He's getting his confidence back. The team's getting confidence in him. If everything works out, his body's good, and the teammates get more used to him in like 3 months, and then it's good for 5 years, great. It doesn't need to be perfect right now. So it'd be great if it was, but that's just not where we're at. It's not realistic. His body's not right, and the team's not used to one another right now. That's why this is a tough loss, but I'm not incredibly concerned about it. This is the type of loss that a young team like Houston's going to have. They're still doing okay. They're only one game under 500, and this was a road game in a tough place to play. Portland is a difficult place to play for a lot of different teams. It's a loud arena. The fans are very much into it. Houston played well, but they just didn't quite get it done. And that's going to happen some nights. That's the way it goes in the NBA. Really liked Ashik's play tonight. Now, I still want him to finish more at the rim with dunks. I mean, it's so frustrating to see him get like perfect passes from guys, and then it's like he gets blocked doing a layup instead of just go up and dunk it. But you saw more of his offense tonight. He had one move in the second quarter where I think he like faked the dude or drop stepped him and then went in for a two-handed power dunk. It's like I said, this guy has real offensive game, and he's getting there. He's starting to gain more confidence, more authority, more assertiveness on offense, and that's only going to help the team. He had a good double-double tonight, 16 points, 16 boards, and the more that he is able to become a legitimate option on offense, the more things are going to open up for JLin and Beard in terms of driving lanes. To me, this was a productive outing. Lin played well. The team played well. I thought that the team was crisp. They were crisp on offense. Now, in the second half, it bogged down a little bit more. Good ball movement, more passing than over-dribbling. Great shooting from a lot of the guys on the team. Really liked it. Marcus Morris came in and played excellent. Chandler played well. The front court was good. Houston needs that. The more they can get out of their front court, small forward, power forward, and center, the better this team's going to be because they're going to get production out of Lin and Harden. So a lot of it's going to come down to what the front court can do. So like I said, overall, it's I think this was a good learning experience for this team. They showed what they can do. They know that they have capability. And, you lost to a good team. Not a great team, but a good team, at least a good team when they're playing on their own home court. So that's the summary for today. Give us your comments below about what you thought about JLin in this game. Thumbs up, thumbs down on the video. We invite you to come and join the Conservative New Media Facebook group. Over 2,000 members there and growing. You'll find a link for that in the video description. You'll also find links for video highlights and game stories about this game tonight. I am Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. You're watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin fan channel for Lin news and information on YouTube. Thanks a lot for watching. We will talk to you again soon.